Welcome back to Teaching with Kaya. If you are new, hello. My name is Kaya and I'm an online ESL teacher. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back to watch this video. Okay, so we are going to have a quick chat about QKids. Comment down below, excuse me, comment down below if you are a teacher and you have experience working with QKids. On my channel, if you have been around for a while, you'll see I don't have a whole lot. I don't have very many videos talking about QKids. I mainly talk about education first and Cambly. But I have been with QKids for over a year. I started around this time, um, around this time last year. And I was basically fired. Fun fact, I'm a huge Golden Girls fan. Can you see? I think the glare. This is Sophia. Any Betty White fans? If so, let me know down below. Love Betty White. Okay, well, let's talk about QKids. So I've been with them for over a year. I'll tell you a little bit about how I got started with QKids. I watched so many YouTube videos of teachers saying how great of a company QKids was, how they loved working for them, and I heard all good things. Never heard anything bad about QKids. And to this day, I myself have nothing bad to say about QKids. I think they were a great company. They were very laid back, very understanding. All the people that I had to interact with when I was applying and doing my trials and things, they were all very nice. So QKids is a great company. So that's what made me look into them. So when I applied, I think it was like on Christmas. It was either on Christmas or Christmas Eve. And they got back to me in a couple days. So fast forward a little bit, I ended up doing 3 trial classes before I was offered a contract. So if you don't know much about QKids, they are a group platform. So you are not teaching one student, but you're teaching up to 4 students in one classroom, which can be a lot because you have to interact with all of them, you have to engage all of them, you have to control the volume for all of them, and it's very animated. Their platform is the most animated that I've ever worked with, and they have a really fun curriculum. To my knowledge, they have like different classes like phonics. They have phonics classes that they offer to students in the US, and they have a lot of fun material. So the QKids platform is not something I talked about a lot because I didn't really like it. Everything I just described to you, it looked great. It looked like it would be so much fun to teach, but what I quickly realized is that for my teaching style, which is very laid back and calm, and I'm really focused on my student, and I really listen to them to pick up on pronunciation and things like that. When you add in 2, 3, and 4 students, all of them having background noise, all of them having different like tech issues at different times, and having to rotate all of them, having to control the classroom, it was a lot. So I probably taught 8 classes total. That includes my 3 trials that I had to do in order to get my contract. So really I only taught like 5 real classes with QKids because every time I would log on to teach, it would just be like instant, I don't want to say dread, but instant anxiety, and I'm not even an anxious person, especially when it comes to teaching. So that's how I knew that this probably would not be for me. But QKids hiring process was one of the most stressful and most difficult that I have ever done. If you have read my, I think it's called a bio or about me, whatever it is on the YouTube channel where you can write up about your channel, I stated that I was hired with over 4 ESL companies in less than 40 days. So I wasn't new to interviewing. I was new to the ESL world, but I wasn't new in the sense that this was my first company. And so when I tell you it was stressful, I mean, they did tech checks on your equipment. You had to do speed tests. You had to have an Ethernet cord plugged in. And, if you do a trial and you weren't really there, they would add on trials. And so it was a lot. It seemed like just a lot of stuff in the beginning to get hired. And I think that is why I didn't quit. Um, because I was like, well, I did all of this to get hired and now I have a contract. So I didn't quit, but I also was not teaching. Like I was getting scheduled for classes. I only had, um, I think my availability with them was like Friday and Saturday. Um, because I'm teaching with Education First, and I was back then as well. So they were my top priority. And when it came down to QKids, they had the most flexible and forgiving cancellation policy ever. I think it was like you can cancel before or 5 hours prior to your class with like no consequences. And so I would just cancel. I would cancel in time, but I just did not want to teach with them. I did not. I just didn't. It wasn't lined up with my teaching style. So, yeah, and then a couple months back when my family and I were going through a loss, I totally forgot about my classes. Like, it didn't even cross my mind. It was just so much going on and my mind was elsewhere that I didn't show up or cancel my classes for like 2 or 3 days. Didn't even check the app. I had the app downloaded on my phone, but I guess I didn't do the update. So when I would get messages, it didn't alert me until one day I was like, oh, QKids. And I opened the app. I had all these messages from QKids like, hey, your class is starting. Hey, you missed your class. I mean, it must have been 6 messages. Then I had an email from them, like basically that said, "Hey, are you still there? You missed your classes. Why didn't you tell us?" And so I quickly got back to them after I saw that and explained everything and just told them that, "Hey, I'm not going to be able to teach right now. I need to take a leave because this is what happened in my family." So they were so kind. They were so understanding, and they were just like, "Oh, we're sorry to hear that, take as much time as you need." And then it comes up for my contract to be renewed, and so they send you a notice saying that basically you have 2 weeks remaining on your contract and we're going to review and get back to you. Well, they got back to me and they did not offer to extend my contract, which is fine. It's totally fine because this time around, with all that's happened and just me just not finally realizing, hey, this is not for you. I told myself if they did offer another contract, I was not going to sign because, the time had just passed and it wasn't, I think I just finally realized, like, no, this is not something that you enjoy doing. This is not a platform that you enjoy teaching on. So, but they saved me the trouble and they did not offer me a contract. And they don't tell you why. And it's not just QKids. I think that's just in general in the ESL world. Like, if you're not offered a contract, you're not given like, oh, you did this, or it's just sorry, we wish you luck, but we can't offer you another contract, which is totally fine. So yeah, in a nutshell, that is my experience with QKids. That is how I got started with QKids, and this is how it's ending with QKids, and I am not mad about it. They are a great company. I think that they're going to try, just like other ESL companies, you know, they're trying to expand, and QKids, they actually have expanded. I've seen on other teachers say that they have students like in other countries showing up to class. So that's very good to hear that QKids is actually trying to keep their business going beyond China, because we all know what's going on with that. So yeah, I just want to give you that update that I am no longer with QKids, and the feeling is mutual. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.